You must be that quiet person this video is made specifically for. I'm gonna tell you why being quiet and shy is actually a good thing in the beginning. Welcome back to the best place for introverts that hurt while I take your dirt and make it work. And yes, that's my new thing now. That's my slogan. By the end of this video, you should know why being quiet and shy isn't always a bad thing. It could be a good thing in the beginning. I'm going to tell you exactly why it is. Well, for one, you become a great listener. When you're the quiet person, you hear a lot. You may not speak a lot, but you hear a lot. And not only that, when you talk to people, you may not talk as much, but you listen to them. And you don't tune them out or have selective hearing. You just listen. Listen and listen and listen. Listen, respond, nod. Pretty much have good body language with them as well. Yeah. But think about this. That's one of the most powerful communication skills you can have. A lot of people don't do it, but since you're quiet and you always listen to people, listen to things going on, you're more aware of your surroundings. And being a listener, it's one of the reasons you have two ears and one mouth. You should listen more than you speak so you can understand more of what's going on. And that's one of the main things you do already. So think about that. When you decide to speak up, it has more impact than it normally would. When you're quiet or shy and you don't speak much, when you do decide to speak up, it has more impact than you think it would. It's weird. I have no idea why, but that's just the way it is. At least from my experience, that's how it is. For example, let's say somebody says something dumb that you don't agree with. So it's like, you hear it, like, in your head, you're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why are they even speaking on this? And then you decide to, hey, you speak up on it. Then for some reason, they may not even question. They're like, oh, the quiet person or the shy person just told me this is wrong. If they say it's wrong, it must be wrong. I mean, most of the time, that's how to go, because I'm sure if you decide to speak up on it, you've done your research or you're right on it. But for the most part, think about that as well. If you're a quiet person or if you feel a bit shy, don't be afraid to speak up. If you really need to or want to, don't let nothing hold you back, because there's power in your words more than you will ever know. You can build and destroy people with the words. Use that power for good. Don't go around destroying people now. Say, hey, build people up. Even though somebody tried to destroy you, build them up. Go from there. Number 3 would be you have that mysterious factor about you. And most people know this already, but if you're quiet, you have that mysterious factor about you. Nobody hardly knows anything about you. They may think you know karate. They may think you could do any and everything. But at the same time, you know, and your closest friends know how you truly are. You could be the most funnest, it's not a word. You could be the funniest person. You could be energetic when you're around your friends, but quiet around everybody else. Because you gotta think about this. There's more than one side of a person. And a lot of people don't think about that. They think that, oh, this person's this way. They're like that all the time. But you gotta think about it. If it's more than one side to a person, similar to a nice person. If you see a person that's nice all the time, you don't think about how they'd be if they were mad, upset, or mean. Because you don't see that nice side, but there's more than one side to everybody. Think about it, even quiet people. So if you're quiet, I'm sure you can relate to this, but if you're not a quiet person, think about that the next time you encounter a quiet person, or if you have a friend that's a quiet person. Try to understand them a bit more, get to know them more, and you'll see they'll open up to you, and you'll realize that they have another side to them besides that quiet side. Number 4 would be you're always calm and collective. I think this is one of the best things about being a quiet person or being shy, is that you're always, almost always calm and collective when it comes to your thoughts and to dealing with other people. For example, if somebody were to knock your food out of your hand on mistake, not on purpose, on mistake, you wouldn't cuss them out. You wouldn't get mad and go off on them. You just politely say, hey, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Well, I can't speak for everybody. I would say most of you would do that. Not all, most of you. But The gist of this one is a lot of people can't control their emotions or control their initial reaction to a situation that happens that quickly, and then it escalates just like that. So if you're a quiet person or like to stay to yourself, or you feel shy and you have this trait that you control your emotions, be thankful, because that is powerful as well. And if you don't control your emotions, they will control you. Think about that. You don't want to be controlled by those because it's not fun. And number 5, which happens to be my favorite, you can be alone without going crazy. Yeah, by far this is my favorite one, because being alone itself without being bothered is a superpower on its own. Think about this. A lot of people feel like they have to be with a friend, or anytime they go somewhere, they have to just be with somebody or be with a group of people. But when you're quiet, you can be alone without going crazy, without losing your mind or going nuts. You enjoy it. You'd probably rather be alone than actually be with people. So think about this. That on its own, because truthfully, in this world, you have yourself. You'll always be with yourself everywhere you go. No matter what happens in life, you're going to be with yourself. And at the end of the day, you're going to be with yourself. So think about that as well. If you feel like I'm always alone, say, hey, if you're always alone, that's not a bad thing. See what I mean? If this video gets 10 likes before next Friday, I'll drop another video on what's the bad part about both of these topics. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and before you leave, check out one of these 2 videos over here. I'm sure one of them would be more than helpful to you. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.